Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Worthy One, the Supremely Enlightened One. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Meritorious Dhamma friends and dear children, we were very fortunate we were able to be born as human beings in this life. Since we were born as human beings, we got the ability to see this world, and after seeing something we can think, and we can hear things, we can smell things, we can taste, and we feel things through the body. And also we can think from our mind. Dear Dhamma friends and dear children, but if we misuse this ability, the ability of seeing things, the ability of hearing things and smelling things, what will happen? A bad karma will get accumulated to our life. A bad karma will get accumulated to our life. So, as human beings, we know that we need to gain education. We understand that we should keep our body clean, and we know that we should build houses, and we should save money. Then we should have a good education, and we should become popular, and to get high marks. Then to maintain a good health. These things, people are aware of these things. But ordinary people, without the help of a Buddha, people don't understand that when people do something, when people do actions by body, when people talk intentionally, when people do actions by body intentionally, what happens? A karma is accumulated to people's life, to one's life. So that karma means something that gives results in the future. So for an example, if we see something and if it is beautiful, we might feel like having it for ourselves. But if it is difficult, if a very poor person sees something beautiful and something very valuable, and if he is unable to get that, what would he do? He or she probably will steal. Why? The idea is to have it for him or for herself. But just having it can fulfill the desire for once. But again, when that person sees another beautiful thing, he will need to have that. So now in this world there are pleasant things and unpleasant things as well. So when you see pleasant things, you get attached. When you see unpleasant things, you get opposed. If it is not pleasant, if it is not unpleasant, what happens? We get deceived. So we should understand that we are living with such a nature, that when we see things, we get attracted, and when we see unpleasant things, we get opposed. And we get deceived when we see neither pleasant and neither unpleasant. So the mistake or the problem is not seeing beautiful things. Beautiful things are there in the world. But what we should understand is, when we see beautiful things through our eyes and experience wonderful things, pleasant things through our 6 sense faculties, which I told earlier, the eye, ear, nose, tongue, body and mind, we should learn a method to remain and survive without getting attached to them. If we see a beautiful thing, we should be able to maintain our mind to be detached to that. When you are detached to the external world, you won't feel like having desires to get them for yourself, or to steal, or to take revenge. And if we don't get something that we want, which we really need, something desperately, what will happen? Sometimes if another person gets that, we might take revenge. We might feel jealous. We might be jealous for that. So dear Dhamma friends, to overcome these attachments, to live without taking revenge from others, to live a peaceful life while having these six sense faculties until we attain Nibbana, we should learn a way to be detached when we see things and experience things with the external world. So to be detached, Buddha taught us in many ways. Buddha taught us, remember that we are depending on karma, and this karma is coming behind ourselves like the two wheels following the hoof of the ox. Just imagine, as long as the ox move, the wheels are also moving. So for the ox, it's heavy for that ox. Carrying a bullock cart is not easy. So when you accumulate bad karma, that comes behind us. When you accumulate good karma, that also comes behind us. But Buddha said that is like the shadow that never leaves you. So until we attain Nibbana, we should live peacefully. So to live peacefully, we should accumulate good karma. So to accumulate good karma, we can develop patience. We can develop qualities like contentment. That means to be happy with what we have. As children, you may see beautiful things in the world, in the supermarkets, in the outside, in the shops that you see. When you are going in the road, you may see various things. You may if you see something today, you may need that. If you see something day after tomorrow, you will need that as well. But your parents can't buy that. So when they tell you, sometimes your parents might tell you, please Puta, give me another 1 month, give me another 2 months, give me another 2 weeks. So we might wait for that. But finally, even after waiting for 2 weeks, we might not get that. Then we should find a way to be happy even in bad times, in that kind of situations. So that's why we should learn qualities like being happy with what we have. We should understand that we are depending on karma and avoid doing bad deeds. And also by seeing things as impermanent, seeing things as temporary. Whatever the beautiful things that we experience in life are temporary. Even if we get those things for ourselves, we will lose them one day. And when we lose these pleasant things, again we will feel sad. So when you see pleasant things, remember that these things are ending with suffering. So when you think in that way, you won't get attached. When you don't get attached to the external world, what happens? Since you are detached, you don't suffer because of others. You don't suffer when you don't get what you want. So we can live peacefully. So by learning the Buddha's teachings today, this wonderful Dhamma, by learning the way how to control the six sense faculties, may you have the opportunity to develop qualities and control the six sense faculties and live a peaceful life and realize the Four Noble Truths in this Gautama Buddha's dispensation. Namo Buddhaya.